What actually helps you get better at aiming? Is it in-game? Aim trainers? I mean, honestly, what really helps? These are commonly asked questions, especially in the comment section, or even searched for online. Why does it feel like aim training is not helping my aim? Second one, I still suck at this game, but I have tons of hours. Third, I have no idea how to practice. Let's break all these down and provide answers. I'm going to do a recap at the end, but for those looking for fast answers without details, let's give it straight. Aim training helping. The biggest thing you need to look for, does this match the game I am playing? Meaning the movement. Am I practicing the right thing? Look at the game, then what you're practicing to see if the movement with your hand and in-game mirrors to a similar degree. Then focus, what did you do wrong? Then come up with solutions, even if you think you may not have been a problem, but try things out because that is how you practice. I just have been thinking about this topic a lot, and I hope this video again is a reference point on what actually helps you grow and improve your aim. Let us start with, why does it feel like aim training is not helping my aim? Well, we all know Grid Shot and aimlabs or Kovacs Tile Frenzy, but both look super cool and flashy, right? I mean, I got a score here of 106k on Grid Shot, but is it helping? The answer really leans towards no. Why? Well, let's answer why. It's because the movement does not match what's actually happening in game. Does this look like a common movement mirroring Grid Shot in game? Real quick, this is me in the test range copying that same movement. It looks a bit silly, right? This is more a realistic movement of what happens in game, in a 1v1 scenario. This is also a shot here, from what we can see in the test range, of what a more realistic scenario is. So what do? Well, you practice in more quote-unquote boring scenarios, but also practice on what's really going to match in game. An example is strafing back and forth and working on smaller movements or scenarios that mirror the movement in game. You can do this by checking not only your gameplay, or even others and what they do well, but always ask the question, does this match or replicate more of what's in game? This segues to, well, if it requires precision, what about fancy wall bounces like this? Well, mirror that by using 180 exercises or flicking to large angles to utilize more of your mouse pad. Or just train in the test range. Like sports, there's no reason to bulk up and gain 200 pounds of muscle if your focus is just running and stamina, right? This goes against your overall goal. Just remember, aim training is not the end-all be-all. Neither is practicing in a test range, and same with just doing it in-game. This segues to, I still suck at this game, but have tons of hours. Remember, you can repeat the same actions over and over and not learn. It is what you do when you fail and make mistakes that makes us better. Let's all pretend we're rats. Let's just pretend I am a rat and I touch an electric ball and I get shocked over and over and over again. That's me. I've done this. I made these type of mistakes. Sometimes you can do it by just powering right through until you get your prize. That works. Sometimes. The other times you need strategy. Do you unplug it so you don't get electrocuted? Do you do it really quick? Do you get shock gloves? Same thing with your practice. Are you sitting poorly? Am I uncomfortable aiming at large angles? Do I practice that? Am I getting too tense? Am I getting too nervous? All that point requires research. If you are not improving, you are not taking steps to analyze what is going wrong. The next question is always, well, what if I can't analyze what's going wrong? That's okay. It's why even pros have coaches, and it can be very hard to see. But the next step is to be honest with yourself and not to get down on mistakes, but to be real and see if I did this and try it out. If you cannot sit well, we'll perhaps find a booster seat or maybe a different desk. Can't wall bounce? We'll go in the test range and lab it up. Get super nervous? Play calming music until you calm down. The reality is there's not an end-all be-all for every solution, which is why the question, I do not know how to practice. Let's give an example. With the return of Skull Town, you realize players who play well are those who keep dropping hot and learn by trial and error. I believe Skull Town is what really prepped players to really improve and clutch out situations whether they had good loot or bad loot. It's like being handed a banana and told to survive in a wrestling match, and every outcome imaginable, 99% of the times you're going to fail. But in some universe, in some alternate situation, that 1% you may have had a fighting chance, or even won. Sorry for the really weird analogies, but remember also you're improving, but also everyone around you is pushing to improve. Even everyone watching this video is working to improve. 5 years ago, people's talent and skills in aiming in video games is very different from where it was at today. It's why sometimes it can be very intimidating if you're very much new to video games to really improve, but the plus side, you can build a stronger foundation. Find passion in that foundation, there's always room to grow and improve. Heck, I'm still always finding ways to improve, and all the footage you saw was using mouse acceleration that I'd just been getting used to a few weeks ago. So a quick recap, when using an aim trainer, make sure that the exercise matches your movement in game. Have a self-improvement attitude, and when failing, don't get frustrated. Keep pushing onwards and focus on what you did wrong and come up with solutions. Even if you think they may not have been the problem, just try something new, because that is how you practice. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.